Erysichthon. Some are transformed just once, and live their whole lives after in that shape. Others have a facility for changing themselves as they please. Proteus, who haunts the shadowy seas that scarf this earth, is glimpsed as a young man, who becomes of a sudden a lion, that becomes a wild boar ripping the ground, yet flows forward hidden through grass, without sound as a serpent, that emerges as a towering bull under down-bent horns, or hides among stones, a simple stone, or stands as a tree alone, or liquefies and collapses shapeless into water, a pouring river. Sometimes he is the river's opposite, fire. Another, with a similar power, was Erysichthon's daughter, the wife of Autolycus. Her father gave to the gods nothing but mockery. Without a qualm he cut down every tree in the sacred grove of Ceres, an ancient wood that had never before that day jumped to the axe's stroke. Among those trees one prodigious oak was all to itself a tangled forest. Its boughs were bedecked with wreaths and votive tributes, each for a prayer Ceres had some time granted. Dryads there danced a holy circle around its bole, or joined hands to embrace it, a circumference of 20 paces. Erysichthon ignores all this as he assesses the volume of its timber, then orders his men to fell it. Seeing their reluctance, he roars, "If this tree were your deity that every clown adores, and not merely a tree you think she favours, nevertheless those twigs away there at the top would have to come down now as the rest falls." He snatches an axe and hauls the weight of the broad head up and back. But in that moment, as the blade hangs poised for the first downstroke, shuddering swarm through the whole tree to its outermost twigs, and a groan bursts out of the deep grain. At the same time, every bough goes grey, every leaf whitens, and every acorn whitens. Then the blade bites, and the blood leaps as from the neck of a great bull when it drops under the axe at the altar. Everybody stares, paralyzed. Only one man protests. The Thessalian Erysichthon turns with eyes stretched, incredulous. "Your pious cares," he bellows, "are misplaced." And he follows that first swing at the oak with another at the protester's neck, whose head spins through the air and bounces. Then the oak, as he turns back to it, pronounces in a clear voice these words: "I live in this tree. I am a nymph, beloved by Ceres, the goddess. With my last breath I curse you. As this oak falls on the earth, your punishment will come down on you with all its weight. That is my consolation and your fate." Erysichthon ignored her. He just kept going, undercutting the huge trunk, till ropes brought the whole mast down, jolting the earth, devastating the underbrush around it. All the nymphs of the sacred grove mourned it. Dressed in black, they came to Ceres, crying for the criminal to be punished, bewailing the desecration. The goddess listened. Then the summer farms, the orchards, the vineyards, the whole flushed, ripening harvest, shivered as she pondered how to make his death a parable of her anger. If his cruelty, greed, arrogance had left him a single drop of human feeling, what the goddess did now would have drained mankind of its pity. She condemned him to hunger, but infinite, insatiable hunger, the agony of hunger as a frenzy. Destiny has separated hunger so far from the goddess of abundance they can never meet. Therefore Ceres commissioned a mountain spirit, an Oread,